Thank you for participating in C.A.T.S most anticipated fundraiser every year, Hallowheels. We decided to turn our Hallowheels DIY manual into a video to hopefully better assist our costume builders. The first step is to ask your participant what they would like to be for Hallowheels. Maybe a beautiful butterfly or a pirate, perhaps a frozen princess, or maybe even the reliable UPS driver delivering your packages. C.A.T.S will provide you with a framing kit. Contact your closest C.A.T.S location to pick one up. Inside, you will find PVC pipe cutters, pipe fittings, screws, zip ties, the DIY how-to manual, and more to help in the construction process. You may even need your toolbox for additional supplies. Once you have all your tools ready to go, you can begin the building process. For safety purposes, we encourage you to do all the building of the costume without the participant in the mobility equipment. For accuracy, you should measure and write down the mobility devices' depth, length, and width so you can create the proper framework that will fit your participant's mobility device. If your participant has specific attachments, make sure you adjust the measurements for those as well. Using your measurements and a tape measure, you can begin to mark your PVC pipes where they will need to be cut. Always double check your measurements. While the pipe cutter may look a little daunting, it is very easy to use. It just takes a little bit of elbow grease. When you're done cutting the pipe, make sure you use the emery cloth to smooth down any rough edges. It is helpful to label your pipes as you cut them so you don't forget where they go. Once you have all your pipes cut, you can begin to assemble your frame using the fittings provided in your kit. The fittings will help you create different shapes for your costume structure. You should make sure your pipes are secure in the fittings by lightly tapping them with a hammer. When your framework is completed, it is important to put it onto your participant's mobility device to make sure that it does not impede on your participant's comfort and accessibility of movement. When you have finalized your framework, you will want to take the time to secure all the parts and pieces for durability and safety reasons. We have provided you with screws for permanent assembly and hitch pins that will allow you to assemble and disassemble your participant's costume as needed. You may need the costume to be in multiple pieces for easier accessibility, such as getting in and out of the costume and even for transporting it. For safety reasons, please make sure you face any sharp pointing screws outward from where your participant will be located in their costume. Yay, your framework is now complete. You can start adding your outside structure of the Hallowheels costume. There are many materials that you can use to create your costume, such as cardboard, styrofoam, fabric, wood, or whatever is best for your participants' Hallowheels costume design. After you have selected the materials for the costume's outer structure, it is time to attach it. There are many ways that you can secure your participant's outer structure to the framework as well as to their mobility device. C.A.T.S has provided zip ties in the framing kit to use for securing your costume. We suggest that whatever material you use to secure the costume into place, that it does not damage your participant's mobility device. Okay, it's time for one more safety check before you begin to add all the details and embellishments to your Hallowheels costume. In case of an emergency, C.A.T.S kindly requests that every participant's costume should be able to be put on and taken off of their mobility device in 1 minute or less. You may need to carry some kind of tool with you to help in the quick costume removal process. We encourage you to practice putting on and taking off your participant's costume to help familiarize yourself and them with the process. We also suggest that the Hallowheels costume can fit into whatever vehicle you will have to transport it in. This will ensure that you are able to take your participant out to all the Halloween festivities, including one of the Hallowheels celebrations that will be happening across the state. We hope to see you and your participant in their amazing costume at one of our events. Finally, it's time to get creative and start decorating your participant's costume. You can use paint, fabric, tissue paper, paper mache, chicken wire, string, or tap lights. No pyrotechnics, please. Your options are endless. Get all of your family and friends involved in helping build and decorate the costume. They can even dress up as well to make this an extra fun experience for all. Remember to take plenty of pictures of the building process as well as of the finished product to be submitted to C.A.T.S for the Hallowheels voting process. Hallowheels voting will take place for 1 week. During this time, friends, family, co-workers, and the general public can go onto C.A.T.S website, atdevicesforkids.org, and vote for as many costumes as many times as they like. It costs $1 to vote, and every vote helps fundraise for C.A.T.S and our mission to provide the durable medical equipment children need to live an accessible, independent, and inclusive life. We hope that you found this video informational and helpful in the Hallowheels costume building process. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to C.A.T.S for assistance. Thank you again for your participation with the Hallowheels event. We can't wait to see what creative costumes you come up with.